Steve Cooper.
I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna do better this time, Ramon.
I can't stay.
Hey guys, Ramon Ivey here with episode 2. Hey! Make sure you stay tuned for what's coming up with photographer Steve Cooper. But first, watch this.
This is our second take. He's not gonna.
Steve Cooper, tell people who you are, what you do. Who is Steve Cooper?
I am a local media artist here in San Diego that started a photography business. I really don't like to call it photography. I started a lifestyle business, and it's in its infancy stages. Stage 1 is photography that maybe some of you have seen or have not.
Steve, tell the people how long you've been doing this.
Well, I've been doing photography my whole life, but I never actually thought it would make any money. I know that sounds very weird because I was raised in a time before social media was really out there, and a professional photography and media artist was kind of far-fetched to, especially the generation above me, my parents and things like that. So I kind of always did it, but it was no clear pathway. There was no such thing as, a social media artist or specialist. So I've been doing it my whole life, but I think people are just now seeing it.
What inspired you to do photography?
Kind of a weird way that I got into it. I actually was let go from a job.
Well, the good news is you're fired.
Oh my God! Released to my greatness from a job, and I was given a challenge by my father.
Challenge!
Just make $50 in a month. And in a whole month making $50, coming from a mindset of somebody giving you a paycheck to actually doing a business, I had to really dig deep.
He knew about the photography, or what do you mean $50? Like $50
Well,
doing
he wanted,
what?
I think he was trying to break me of depending on other people for money, and the way that he did that was saying, whatever it takes for you to make $50 in a whole month, I'll help you pay your rent if you can find a way to do this for yourself. And he was really smart, because I think that he figured that if I could figure out how to make $50 on my own, I would figure out how to make $1 million on my own.
Got it.
And it actually worked. I went to a local nightclub here in San Diego and I asked them, could I do a trial night for pictures? And they actually took me up on it and ended up hiring me as the resident photographer there. So,
nice.
Yeah, and I ended up exceeding my goal of $50, I think within a few months. I've always had a passion for it, and it kind of serves as a marker that everything that you really need, God already has it in your life.
Right.
I mean, sometimes we think of, how can I make more money? Let me do a network marketing thing, or let me, oh God, I'm getting trouble for the sell Mary Kay, or, and I love Mary Kay, no, I'm not like that, but really sometimes the greatness is already around you. And it's just the challenge of looking at what God already gave you, and that could be the business right there.
What is your greatest accomplishment thus far in your career as a photographer?
I think that this is gonna be really, really probably shock people. But my greatest accomplishment was my auntie Delphine. She called me and she said, we want to do a photo shoot of all my living aunts, so all of them are living on the Cooper side, and my mother at the beach. And I had a wedding that day, and I had a full day that day, but I was able to actually move the wedding.
You moved the wedding?
Well, I
did you do that?
did. I moved my arrival time because I really wanted to. This is your family, you know. People
Right,
come and
right,
go, you know.
right,
and,
right.
But I said, you know, I'm gonna be late, and weddings don't start on time. So when you book me, please prove me wrong. You will be the first wedding to start on time, and I'll have a special prize for you. But I had my grandma actually come to across the street from the wedding. I did her first and the wedding after, but I did that shoot, and of course I didn't charge my grandma anything.
Right.
But the photo shoot was so good that my grandma actually printed out the photos and put some in her house. And also, my aunt actually insisted on sending me some money, and she put money on my PayPal.
Wow.
She's like, she sent me a check. That's what she did. She sent me a check. That was a big accomplishment, to have the respect of your family and,
Right.
and to really have them call on you as an expert. You know that you're really doing something. So that's really my biggest accomplishment to date.
And now it's time for our rapid fire round. Steve Cooper, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Day or night?
Day.
Club or coffee shop?
Club.
Favorite color?
Black.
Favorite food?
Thai food.
Favorite city?
Chicago.
Favorite artist?
Janet Jackson.
Favorite type of music?
House. Deep house. New Jersey house.
Gold or silver?
Gold.
Favorite type of candy?
Chocolate.
Favorite genre of movie?
Documentaries.
Favorite movie of all time?
The Color Purple. Maybe that is.
Favorite designer?
Ramon. That's not rapid fire for me. I am really at this time, always Burberry is my classic. I really love Fear of God right now. Champion their new stuff that they're doing.
Glasses or sunglasses?
Glasses. Look very classy. My dad wears them all the time. And I was like, I would never wear those.
Spicy or sweet?
Spicy.
Favorite type of wine? Red or white?
Red.
Destiny's Child members. Marry, sleep with, or kill?
You know what? We'll just marry them.
Marry them all? All right, Janet Jackson, explain the whole situation. You had an opportunity to possibly shoot for Janet's upcoming project. What happened with that?
One of the dancers that went to the exclusive casting actually chose me to present my work to Janet. So that was very exciting that was taken to that level. Kind of a very good moment for me because it was like you're one step closer to your icon. So that was a big moment that, you know, somebody was going into that door, going into some of the projects she was doing, and wanted to take my work to show it. That was very amazing, and I'm hoping that, you know, more will come. You know, I love her.
How did that make you feel? Like you had this opportunity to possibly shoot Janet, like one of your icons.
That made me feel very, 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 very good. When you think of Janet, you think of greatness.
Well, first of all, let's tell the people, Janet Jackson is who to you?
I like to think me and Janet are getting married. Everyone knows that. But, you know, in case that doesn't happen, it's all right. She is the most important artist in that genre. I've learned so much from her over the years from afar. You know, how to present work, how to be a better artist. I think that she's the master of creating concepts and presenting them.
All right, so how is shooting an event different than shooting someone one-on-one?
Shooting an event is very interesting.
Okay.
I think that shooting an event, you have so many different personalities that come out on picture. The spirit of the room comes out on picture. The spirit of the event comes out on picture, whether it be very professional, whether it be very ghetto. Your job as a photographer is to capture that. In the editing process, I'm trying to make everything look a certain way.
Explain, what do you mean?
Well, I think that we feel as editors, and I think you can relate to this, Ramon, because you are one, that we feel it's our responsibility to make everything look its most best and most brilliant and most lively. Sometimes I have to go to the motto of you have to take a picture, you're only taking a picture of what's there.
Right.
So with events, you get a lot of that because as with photo shoots, I have a lot of control over lighting, a lot of control over
The environment.
Well, with events, you're taking a picture
Of what's there.
And
that's all you gotta work with.
that's all you have to really work with.
How do you pull glitz and glamour out of whether's lacking glitz and glamour, for lack of better terminology?
You know what? Everybody, here's the thing that I've recognized, and this is the thing. Some people, you think too hard about it, and that's way better than what they were. So, and with photographers, you have to be careful about that because, it's like I've shot people like Stedman Graham, other celebrities that, are really polished, and then I've shot backyard weddings. So, you have to realize that each person's experience is different.
Right.
With photography, and you simply are there to capture what's there, and sometimes that's way more than someone's ever experienced. Sometimes I'll look at a project and say, you know what, they could have done this or they could have done that, but at the end of the day, it's a lot more than maybe they've ever had in their experience. Maybe it's their first time. I'm getting myself in trouble, aren't I?
No, you're not. Just don't say no names.
Right.
What's next for Steve Cooper?
I am really excited that I am almost totally booked for weddings throughout the rest of this year.
Wow.
So
congratulations. Hey.
Thank you. October is super booked for weddings. I have some retirement parties. I have some personal shoots coming up, but mostly you're gonna see a lot of weddings from me kind of pushing into that category. You're going to see a lot of, hopefully it's a little bit more business photography, and folks, before I'd say the middle of next year, I really want to do a business class where people learn from my mistakes and launch businesses on social media. I think that everybody deserves kind of that chance to launch on social media. They don't know how. They may think they know how. It takes more than your phone and more than just kind of shots in the dark. I want to do a class where individuals come and they learn from experts like Ramon and what I like to consider like myself, how to start and make money from social media, and they get a set cost and learn from all of our mistakes. And Ramon, there has been a lot, you get a lot of mistakes, everything from, the right camera to editing to how to present your work, how long it should be, to algorithms, to how long your post should be before they start blocking people out of the post. Why isn't anybody liking my stuff? All those things. I would really love to take a select group of people, a small group, and make entrepreneurs out of them.
Awesome. Steve, if somebody wanted to hire you as a photographer, where can they find you? How can they contact you?
I'm currently not accepting people, but no, stop messing with me. Wouldn't that be a mess? Instagram.com/Steve Cooper Lifestyles would be the #1 way. Or on Facebook, Steve Cooper Lifestyles, or Facebook, Steve Cooper. People that are my personal Facebook friends, I share a lot of funny stuff as well with pictures, and people can book me that way. Please do, I would be honored. I used to How did I do, Ramon? That was really
Good.
Ramon, if I do a CD, I want your commitment. Will you do my choreography?
Of course.
And help me see you. You heard it first.
Yes,
Okay,
I will.
I haven't done music in years, but if I do, Ramon,
I got you.
We got his commitment on tape because you know he's very good.
Just make sure you show up on time to rehearsals and you don't back out.
I do not show up on time. So, it's just the story of life, right?